Alright, so one of the things that I've sort of learned to do with singing is definitely getting to be more comfortable with my head voice and my falsetto. So this is like me when I'm talking. Like I've had some voice therapy, but if I'm singing at this sort of range, then this is sort of like my higher voice, but it's still in my chest. It's not. It's not going up to here. It's just right here. Um, so there's that transition between your chest voice, which is this, and your head voice, which is this, and it takes time to get used to it. But that's how I've gotten around having sort of a lower voice. I used to do like baritone singing, but I don't like want to go back to that range. But pretty much just sort of like like that transition definitely takes time to get used to. One of the things you could probably practice as an exercise is like singing the same note, but doing it with your chest voice and switching to your head voice and back. So like, uh, 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 but like something maybe a little higher. And don't do it that fast, like maybe hold on it for a few seconds, but uh, getting to use this range definitely helps sort of circumvent having a lower voice so you can hit higher notes if you feel like you're comfortable with it. It's not going to sound super pretty to start, and that's just because you got to get like practicing at it and get more used to it. So like I'm comfortable singing in my falsetto for like entire songs, and that's just me practicing getting used to the intonation and like over enunciating a little bit so that I really get like that voice clear, because it is a bit quieter than when I'm using my chest voice. Um, so I just have to really work with it. Like, ooh, a good friend of mine lives in Kansas. All that stuff. Um, uh, yeah, there's also like I think about stretching up my mouth sort of more like horizontally, and focusing more on e sounds. That feels more feminine to me. The sound, like uh that making making those vowel sounds just feels like it's more conducive to making lower sounds, especially because like uh, letting more of just kind of like the raw grumble of your vocal cords open with this like O shape, that feels like that's a lower frequency noise compared to talking like way up here. Even though my pitch hasn't changed, it's just me like this is over enunciating it. This is me trying to talk like I've got like a tiny voice. Maybe this sounds like it's even more passing or more femme, but like I don't use that. I don't really like that. It's just a lot of my personal feelings about my voice and my singing voice is that I just kind of like work towards it being femme enough for me to feel comfortable with it, and like I don't even feel like I need to fit into something that's femme. That I'm just happy being sort of like, if it's somewhat androgynous, then that's okay with me as long as it's just enough to let me feel like I can do what's comfortable for myself, without stretching myself too far and singing incredibly high notes that I can't reach. So yeah, this was like my quick TED talk on voice stuff with singing. Uh, you can practice with your own recordings to your voice, listen to how it's going, and also with talking. Just I don't know, like if you can merge talking and singing more often, that definitely will sort of help you understand your voice and your range and what you can do a lot better, I think. Anyways, thanks for listening, I guess. I hope this helps.